Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you are having a fantastic day. That's right, I'm running out of places to record in this room. I've been here for 4 days now. Oh boy, my home away from home, the Embassy Suites in Fort Lauderdale. But I have to talk about more cruises being canceled because of the situation in the world, as well as Canada. What the heck are you thinking? Well, we have a growing list of countries now that have stopped all cruises going to Russia, St. Petersburg in particular. The latest is Fred Olsen Cruise Lines, and we also had MSC Cruise Lines have now stopped sailing all their ship. That grows with Carnival, Princess, Holland America. We have Norwegian Cruise Lines, we have Oceania Cruise Lines, etc., 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 all stopping cruises going to Russia. So far, of the big cruise lines, really only one and its partner hasn't said that they're canceling cruises yet, and that's Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruise Lines. We're waiting to see what they decide to do. As far as, in support of the Ukraine and that, I think it would probably be a good gesture to cancel their cruises. I mean, even the port of Miami just this week lit up overnight and in tribute and support to the people of Ukraine with going through what they're going through right now. And I think just as a matter of policy and a matter of, showing how you're a good partner in the world, a good anything in the world, it looks better on you to cancel Russia right now. And I think Royal Caribbean and Celebrity will probably have that announcement coming up fairly shortly. Also, I want to give you a quick update on the Crystal Cruises. A lot of people were wondering what's happening with the crew members because those cruise ships were seized. Well, they're still there, and they are being put up for sale. The crew members, I think 150 of them or 250 were flown home already. There's about 200 crew members left on board the two ships. They are being paid. They will be paid. The insurance that the cruise lines have for this sort of thing covers that by law. Cruise ships have to have emergency money to pay crew members and that in such a case where if they have to keep things going, they have to get paid. And they have to have this insurance by law to have it, and Crystal Cruises had the insurance. So these cruise members will be paid. They will be allowed to go home if they want to go home. They're trying to maintain a minimum amount of people on those ships to safely run the ships until they either are sold or moved on to another company. But the good news is most of them have been flown home, not at their expense, as well as the others are being paid if they have to still be on board. So at least if they want to be on board and they need the money, at least those jobs are still available, at least for the time being. And now I want to talk about those regulations in Canada for Alaska, because it's still sort of up in the air. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It just really does help the channel out. It helps the channel grow. And it tells YouTube, hey, people are interested in cruising. Let's share it to more people to see how many people are interested in cruising. It can only help the industry. It can only help us grow our community. Again, costs nothing. It just lets you know a video has been produced and you can choose to watch it or not. But of course, you're gonna choose to watch it, right? Okay, once again, I find myself apologizing for my own home country, Canada, because they don't seem to be able to come up with a policy that the same policy anywhere else in the world. They have to be unique and come up with their own policies. Doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense, doesn't matter if it doesn't follow the science, doesn't matter. We have to be unique. And Canada has come out and said, hey, we're going to let cruises go. And that's good news. Trouble is, they said they have to have 100% passengers and crew have to be fully vaccinated. And as of now, fully vaccinated still only means 2 doses. So that's at least the good thing. I was waiting for them to come out and say 3 doses, but at least for now, it's 2 doses. they have not come out and clarified what it means for children who can't be vaccinated, what it means. Does that mean you cannot have any exemptions whatsoever? Canada is still unclear, even though we're less than 30 days now from the first cruise ship arriving in Vancouver, British Columbia, Victoria. It's a mess. I don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what they're doing. They're meanwhile here they're saying, you know, you're going to have the test to go in. You're going to have to use the ArriveCan to fly in. You have to be fully vaccinated to fly in. But cruise ship passengers, you're just stopping in from another country. You're not flying in. You're not staying here. You're visiting. Everywhere else in the world has gone with that 95% vaccination rate as a safe policy, that you can now have children and things like that. And Canada's come out and said 100%, and it still makes no sense whatsoever, because that should mean that, hey, children in Canada under 5, you should not be allowed out of your house. You should stay where you are until you turn 6 and can get that darn shot in your arm, because apparently you're unsafe. And that's what it makes no sense, everybody. But again, I have to apologize, because that seems to be our policies here in Canada when it comes to travel, when it comes to border restrictions, when it comes to everything. There is no logic, and that's the problem. But yeah, hopefully it changes in the next month or so, because the cruise industry is going, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Negotiations are underway. However, this is the country that banned cruise lines for 13 months in one shot. Not 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. No, 13 months, bam, no more cruises. And even the businesses now in Victoria, Vancouver, Atlantic provinces of Canada are all going, what the heck are you talking about, government? You just, hey, we're opening up. Get great news, everybody. Oh, by the way, here's all these restrictions. And they were all caught off guard. Every port, every business has been caught off guard. And meanwhile, all the airlines and the borders towns and everybody here in Canada are screaming that you have to ease the restrictions. We need to get tourism back. We need to get dollars flowing again, because our inflation rate is climbing through the roof. Hopefully, the cruise lines talk some sense into our federal government, and hopefully the border towns and the cruise ports and all the businesses that rely on these jobs, that haven't had these jobs in 2 years, finally talk some sense into our federal government. But they have jobs, so I wouldn't count on it. Well, I hope you appreciate this update. Sorry for the rant. It's just very frustrating when you hear policies that are not in line with anywhere else in the world whatsoever, or even in your own provinces, in your own country. It's just frustrating beyond to no end. It just is. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.